We try to be.
All right, ready?
My name's Natalie, and I'm from Burdett, New York, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Perfect.
My name is Lacey, you're Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Good afternoon, I'm Doug. I'm here with the Astute Tourist. Fun to be with, fun to hang out, gonna be a great day.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Jimmy, your Astute Tourist. It is indeed Monday, November 27th, 2023. Did you survive Thanksgiving? I barely did. Hope you're all doing well. Good morning to you. It is the start of another week. It is, in fact, the last week of November, or the last few days of November. December is bearing down upon us. It's coming very soon. So there you go. We've made it through. Valentine's Day. We've made it through Thanksgiving, and heading our way towards the new year. I have been sick since last week, and it won't go away. Although it's getting better. I've been pretty sick since last week when you saw me last. I came up and did the live stream on Wednesday. Was going to work after the fact and could not even do it. So I've been out of work since Wednesday, and I'm still not feeling any better. Oh, that's a lie. I'm a little better. Let's put it that way. But yeah, so it was not a very good Thanksgiving as far as me personally goes. So let's go right over to the chat and say good morning to Denise. It's one of them days. Good morning to Denise. How are you? It's all I can do to keep my eyes open. John Gaylor is here. Good morning, John. Shirley from Glitter World is here. Good morning to you. Good morning to Cruising Scene is in the house. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in bright and early. Denise says, Jimmy, have you had one of those calls? You know, you'll never forget. I had one of those this weekend. Yeah, I've all too many, my friend. And I don't know who Dennis is, but yes, Denise, I have. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. OG Bran is here. Good morning. OG says, I smell coffee. Let's get right to it then. Since you smell coffee, my friend, you certainly do. Good morning, everybody. Best sip of the day. Cheers. Here's to another successful week. All right. Thank you. Thanks, Bran. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. It's been I get these head colds and then they turn into this respiratory thing. I needed a little treatment over the weekend, but a little Alupent or something. Open those bronchioles up. It's been awful coughing. Rawls. For those of you that know in the medical field, I've been suffering with Rawls and some other breathing issues. John says, I think over our careers, we all have a call that will haunt us for the rest of our lives. Yes, sir. I do. I had more than I thought I had, believe it or not. I've had 4 that have manifested themselves into some bad memories. And every now and then they rear their ugly head. Part of the reason why when I end my streams, I tell you that I'm living proof the PMA works. It really does. But we'll get to that later. But good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. John, how'd the ham come out? And for all the rest of you guys that are in here, how'd your meal come out? Did you stay home and cook? Did you go elsewhere and have somebody else cook? Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Oh, God. Yeah, Denise just filled me in on what happened last night. Not fun. Not fun at all. That sucks. But yes, hit that like, share us out, and comment. And I'm sorry for that, Denise. You know, it's God only picks those that he thinks that are strong enough to handle that stuff. And we don't know why we've been chosen, but we've been chosen. Somebody has to do it, and we choose to do that. But my thoughts are with you. My thoughts are with the family and the loved ones of people that have had ordeals and had to deal with, like you have. I take it you're still working then, Denise. You get out this morning? Let's see. I don't answer if I don't know the number. What did I miss, Scott? Scotty's here. Good morning. Oh, I see. Have you ever had those calls that you'll never forget? Gotcha, buddy. We've been eating it every day since. That's awesome. There's nothing like a good ham. Denise says, yes, we're still eating ham. That happened Friday night. Yeah, that sucks. Terrible. Terrible, my friend. Sorry to hear that. Getting back to the ham. So the ham is good? You like the ham, huh? The ham is good, huh? I had every intention of cooking this Thanksgiving. I usually help Colleen. I'll cook the bird, cook the stuffing, and I wasn't able to do any of it. Wednesday afternoon, before Colleen left for work, she made a loaf of bread. And then sometime Wednesday afternoon, I actually made another one, which we do it in a bread machine, so it's not a big deal. But I like I said, I was sick all weekend, right from, well, when you saw me last on Wednesday, talking like this. I think my voice has improved a little bit. Right up until today. I mean, I'm going to work, but man, I tell you, this respiratory thing I got has kicked my ass, and I'll say it. I'll say ass. It really has. I'm growing turkey from eating turkey, right? Leftovers of turkey sandwiches. We've had a turkey sandwich last night. I actually made supper last night. I made a turkey pot pie. And we've just about stripped the carcass of that turkey clean. We had hot turkey sandwiches the other night. Colleen and I did. Like I said, I made a pie last night. We skipped one day and we made cast iron deep dish pizza, which was pretty good. Nothing to do with the turkey. We use pepperoni and salami and that. Wolfman Jack. I don't know if I can do him. Wolfman Jack. Kind of almost sort of Wolfman Jack. Yeah, I said it. I did. I said that word. Good morning, Gavin. I hope you're doing well. Hope all is well in the greater Chicago area. I woke up this morning around 3:30ish. Power went out, which was kind of strange. And then I looked out the window the best I could from my slumber. And for some reason, I thought I saw white everywhere. And I'm like, oh, God, is it snowing out? Yeah, I said that word too. And so I got up to use the restroom and I looked out the window and there was precipitation, but it wasn't snow. It was raining. It was raining, pouring. And I'm still like, how the hell? Why did we lose our power? I mean, it came on fairly quick. It went off, did a couple clickings, and then it came back on. So I laid there awake until 5 o'clock, got up, did our routine like I talked about last week, me and the puppies. They go out and take care of their business and had their breakfast, and then I took a shower. And by the time I got out of the shower, I looked out and it was bright outside, and there's a big giant moon out there just lighting up the area. I'm like, oh, crazy weather we have. It's raining and now the moon's out. I can't really tell what's out there right now because it's pitch black out, but craziness. Gavin says, all is cold. We have power. Well, good. I'm glad you have power. I mean, our power is back, obviously, or I wouldn't be sitting here. I may be on my phone, but John says it's raining there too. Gavin, you guys got some of that white stuff yesterday, huh? Was it, did it accumulate to anything? Oh, Denise, that's terrible. Our heat is out downstairs. We're using space heaters. Hope the HVAC guy calls me back today. Damn, what's the temperatures? Okay, I was just going to ask you, what's it get down at night? So 29 is pretty cold. You guys get those warm days, though, right? That's something. Part of my routine now has been lighting the wood stove in the morning. The dogs go out. They come in. They get fed. I make a cup of coffee, start the pot. Then I go in and I light the fire. To get the house back up to a little bit of a temperate temperature. So no buildup. There will be cuddling. Uh-oh, Dwayne, look out. There'll be cuddling, Dwayne. That doesn't sound like a bad thing. Cuddling's good. Hope you get heat soon, Denise. Gavin saying, where is the bone machine located? The bone machine. I like that. Okay, so let's see. It is the weekend after Thanksgiving. So you know what we're going to be talking about for the next month. That's right. I don't have a jingle bell here, but if I had a jingle bell, I'd be ringing the jingle bell because it's that time. Y'all need to get on Amazon and don't forget your favorite astute tourist on your Christmas list this year. 32 this morning in Texas. Johnson, get back in your own bed. No cuddling allowed. Elvis is from there. He sure is. Home of the Mississippi Delta Blues. That's right. Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday. Are you guys taking advantage of the Black Fridays and now the Cyber Mondays? I haven't done anything as far as shopping goes. But again, I've been down for the count for, 5 days? 6 days? I'll tell you, man, the older I get, the more these friggin' things linger on and don't stop. This is the second time I've been sick in like a month and a half. Jingle bowls puffing all the way. Right on. I'm smoking the jingle bowl for everyone. There you go. Denise says she's done lots of online shopping this weekend. I haven't done anything. There's nothing worse than laying around. I tried to get up one of the days. Colleen worked all weekend. You know, it's she works in retail. And you know, this is the big weekend, the Black Friday, start of the Christmas season, so they were busy in the store. So she worked Friday, Saturday. And I did a lot of laying around. I tried to get up and do some stuff. Man, energy levels. No bueno. No energy level at all. But we'll see. The next few days should hopefully, I should start to feel a little better. It's terrible. And I'm a baby, man, when I get sick. I'll admit it. When I'm sick, look out. Get out of the way. Just get out of the way. I need to wrap up. I had my Carhartt knitted hat on all weekend and a sweatshirt. I was like, I couldn't get warm. I didn't have a fever, though. No fever. Hacking, couldn't breathe. The wheezing and the rolls. I definitely could have used a nebulizer with some treatment in it, for sure. Breathing treatment. Gavin says, I want to drive to Sweetwater and build the kid a pedal board. See what happens. That'll be fun. Hey, there's a product out there too, Gavin. I don't know if you're familiar. I just saw it over the weekend. Of course, you can't do a lot when you're sick, so what do? You just watch TV. And JHS Pedals, are you familiar with JHS Pedals? They have one called Not a Clone. So years ago, they came up with a Klon pedal, which is a distortion pedal for guitars, and they don't make them anymore, and they're highly sought after. They're like $4,000 now to buy. Try to find one, and that's used. So JHS Pedals, they've cloned the Klon, and it's called Not a Klon. And for $99, you can get this unit. And the reason it's so cheap is you build it yourself, but there's no solder joints or anything. You just put it all together, and by the time you're done, you have this Not a Klon pedal. And then he did a side-by-side comparison with a real Klon versus the new one. And honestly, I couldn't tell the difference. Slightly, maybe on some of them, one maybe been a little warmer than the other, but honestly, have we discussed that in my live, Denise? I don't remember that if we had, but yeah, I love Sweetwater too. They called me the other day. Hey, Jim, just want to make sure you're all set. I mean, it's that time of year, they're trying to do some cold calling, but you like getting homemade baked goods for Christmas? We do at the firehouse, man. People bring them in. Your daughter seems to have strep. That sucks. All I have to do is pull out the subdivision drive, 2 hours, make the turn into their lot. Right on. So you're familiar with the Klon then? Yeah, some assembly required. I'm thinking about buying one just to build it. John says, my wife's coworkers have been bragging for weeks that they have finished Christmas shopping. I say, what is wrong with them? Now they have nothing to do in December. Oh, you and Dwayne have been talking about it. Gotcha. I think they should just drink all December then. Go to the bars. Although for those of you that don't drink, I don't know. The kid is so into Purdue for electrical engineering, he can make one there. I appreciate that info, Jimmy. You're welcome. I mean, if the guy's an electrical engineer, he could probably build his own, but it's pretty good. Like I said, I may even get one just for myself, just to build it. And it looks like it doesn't take long. It comes with, so it reminds me of those models we had when we had a kid. Remember the models you got, the no glue ones that you break apart and then you'd have to put the pieces together, and at the end you had a car or an airplane or whatever it was. It's kind of like that, and the circuit board comes all printed with everything in it, and you have to break pieces of it off, and it even comes with little circuit board wrenches that you use to tighten the nuts up on. It's pretty cool. They thought of everything, and if it lasts, pretty good deal for $100, and you can get that same tone that bands like Metallica and Jeff Beck and all these other players, that everybody that's anybody that played guitar played a Klon. So it's pretty cool. Law Jones is here. Good morning, Law. It's good to see you, my friend. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope all is well with you. Bengay on the chest works great for a breathing treatment. I have even put it on the tissue in the truck's vents and turned the whole cab into a breathing treatment. That's pretty cool. I can remember my mother. And good morning, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. Mom's here. 60's there today. May hit 70. I'm jumping all around. My brain's not quite together, but yeah, that's pretty good. She used to rub the stuff on me when I was a kid. Put it on your chest when you go to sleep. Good morning. Z is here. The Z-Man is in the house. Good morning to you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. How is everything in your neck of the woods? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, they snapped together those. Remember those snap together models? I had a bunch. Looks cool. Cody uses JHS pedals but doesn't sell them. He's looking into it. Yeah, he's JHS has been. They've become quite popular pedals over this last few years, and he does a lot of making clones and that. You check him out on YouTube too. There's so many cool guitar pedals out there. Getting the clothes ready to go on the Jubilee. When are you leaving, Z? When's your trip? Do you leave this week? Are you leaving today? That's true, Mom. Yeah. She got me all kinds of things I would have to put together and take apart. Gavin says a lot of players get to the point where they turn the gain up on the amp and have a treble bleed mod, then turn the volume down during the song, then turn the knob up and cut through the band. Yeah, those guitar players, you know how they are. John says, I talked with Sharon last week. She is okay. She is back at Jody's house and having problems with her phone. Okay, good. I'm glad. Yeah, we haven't heard much from Sharon, but December 23rd. Right on. So you're going to be sailing during Christmas. That sounds like fun. Jill and Charlie is here. Good morning, Charlie. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. How's everything in your neck of the woods? How's the pup doing? Scotty's back. He said he had to feed the kitties. Yeah, those animals, man, they know their routine in the morning, right? If I don't set the clock, the dogs will tell you when they're ready to eat. 5 o'clock every morning. And then, well, with the time change now, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Twice a day. And if I don't feed them, they'll sit there and stare at me. And I'm like, what? What's the matter? They give you that look like, are you forgetting something? I think you forgot to feed us, mister. Charlie says, I love Thanksgiving, enjoyed it with plenty of family. That's awesome. I love to hear that. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. Mine wasn't bad per se. I've had better ones. I just feeling ill. And I have all this respiratory. I can't taste the food. My mother took apart the kitchen clock. Yeah, so when I was a little boy, I had my own set of tools they gave me, and I like to build things. I had this really cool toolkit. It had its own toolbox, and it was made for a kid, but there were real tools. Screwdrivers and all that stuff, hammers and wrenches and whatnot. But one day I decided that clock on the wall, I wonder how that works. Took it all apart. And then I couldn't get it back together. I don't know how old I was. 6, 7, something like that. But yeah, I took the good kitchen clock apart. In those days, I think they weren't battery powered ones. That one plugged into the wall. So at least I had the forethought to unplug it before I took it apart. Mom wasn't very happy with me. And I don't remember what happened. Did you put it back together, or did we have to buy a new one? Right, John? Colleen said the same thing. Pardon me. We're sitting down at the table, and she goes, I've been cooking all morning. And I go, yep, and this meal will be over in 15 minutes. But it all looked wonderful. It all looked wonderful. I couldn't smell it, nor could I taste it, but everybody else seemed to think it tasted okay, so it was just the 3 of us, or should I say the 5 of us. My oldest son, my wife and I, and the 2 girls, the 2 canine girls, and they get their own plate. Does anybody do that at holidays? We make up a plate for the dogs. They got a little turkey and mashed potatoes and some carrots. We don't fill it up with all the other stuff. But we make a plate for the dogs. So for Christmas dinner, the dogs will get their own plate as well. If you have a humidifier, if so, use Vicks Vapo. Steam it in it. For it works wonders. We use it every day. I do not have one. We had one when the kids were little, but I haven't had. Good morning, Drunken Chef Barbecue is here. It's good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. You and your family. It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. 38 here. So far, the weekend was much colder in the 20s and 30s. Today, looking at 40. So you do that. You feed the doggies, right? Yep, my boys ate good with us. Yeah, we do that at every, well, not every holiday, but the big ones: Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. They all get their own little They all get their own meal. Oh, my mother's at it. She's revealing all the things I did. Cut a piece out of his bed. Had to take the saw away. Put the cloth, and you did put the cloth back together. Yeah, I just sawed stuff with the tools, and I gave a plate to my wife and could not finish it. I stupidly ate a roll, and it killed it for me. Yeah, the bread'll do it, man. Buddy Biggs, good morning. It's good to see you. Bread's not my friend. Gluten and bread and sugar. Just not a good friend of mine. Charlie says he loves including his dog in the food. With the food, right? You don't put your dog in the food, do you? I knew what you meant. Oh, goodness. What is the weather here today? 6:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning, everybody. You're all having a good morning. Cheers. Do you guys get your favorite beverage? Cup of hot Joe or... So good. So good. I was looking around for my pedal boards over there. I'd show you guitar pedals for those of you who don't know what we're talking about. The weather today. It's currently 41 degrees here, which is crazy. And it looks like it's going to be sunny. High of 48 today. Well, it's going to be a sunny day. So the weather here is not going to be too bad. It's going to be mild here in the Northeast. I hope the weather is good where you're at. It is winter. It's cold. We haven't talked to any of our friends from down under just because of the time change. I don't get to see them as often. But they're enjoying the start of their summer season, which is good for them. They've been dealing with winter while we've been frolicking in the heat over here in this hemisphere. Scotty says, I have tea in the morning. I can't drink coffee. It makes me sick. Buddy says, been having some very cold mornings, but today is going to be... Yeah, right, buddy? It has been cold here. Today it looks like it's going to be warm for us, though. Buddy lives just south of me. He's probably about 35, 40 minutes, if I had to guess, south. In the socialist states of Massachusetts. Yeah, I said it. Socialist state of Massachusetts. If anybody knows anything about Massachusetts, yeah. Najuma Brown is here. Good morning, Najuma. All right, so we're right into it. Let's get this going. This Week in History. This Week in History is brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. You can check them out at revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. I'm going to put up their link right here. You can see that. Okay, let's turn the hands of time all the way back to the year 511, pardon me. It's the year 511. Clovis I, king of the Franks and ruler of much of Gaul from 481 to 511, a key period during the transformation of the Roman Empire into Europe. Clovis I died in Paris on that day, 511. Moving forward all the way up to the year 1874, Chaim Weizmann, the first president of Israel and the guiding force behind the World Zionist Organization, was born. In the year 1919, the Treaty of Neuilly, outlining the post-World War I peace terms for Bulgaria, was signed between the defeated country and the Allied powers. In the year 1924, Scotty says, yes, and Massachusetts. Gavin says, socialists? Yep. Charlie likes his history. I think it's was 511 AD. It didn't specify, but if I had to guess, that's what it is. In 1924, the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was held in New York City, and it became an American tradition, especially known for its huge balloons, which were introduced in 1927. Did anybody watch the parade? That's a staple here. We have to watch the Macy's Day Parade. It's not Thanksgiving morning without it. We'll have coffee and some of that tasty nanny bread toast. And we watched the parade. In the year 1942, the French Navy scuttled 73 ships at Toulon in order to avoid German seizure during World War II. You ruin a bunch of ships? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. In 1951, American filmmaker Kathryn Bigelow, who was the first woman to win an Oscar for Best Director for The Hurt Locker, was born. In 1953, Eugene O'Neill, playwright and author of Long Day's Journey into Night, died at age 65. I thought everything was run by the Queen of England. It was the king back then. And don't you remember? We kicked him and his cohorts out. Get out of here, King. King George, King Jorge. You're not wanted. In 1973, the U.S. Senate voted overwhelmingly in favor of Gerald R. Ford's succession to the vice presidency. In 1978, gay rights activist Harvey Milk, who was one of the first openly gay elected officials in U.S. history, was assassinated in San Francisco. His killer, Dan White, was later convicted of manslaughter after successfully alleging that clinical depression had impaired his judgment. A likely story. Let's see. In 1983, the revised Code of Canon Law, signed by Pope John II in January, took effect. I'm trying to stay with it. So John saw parts of it. He was cooking, saw the parade, but missed the dog show. Gavin says nanny bread. Yeah, I made 2 loaves of it. Or Colleen made one, I made one. I sent Denise the recipe. You'll have to let me know, Denise, if you're still there, if you're lurking. Let me know if you make it and how you like it. That's right, Charlie. Get them out. Kick them in the cohorts. That's right. You out of here, King George. All right, we're not done with our history lesson. So in 2014, British mystery novelist P.D. James, who earned the sobriquet Queen, am I saying that right? Sobriquet? Queen of Crime, primarily for her 14 novels featuring the fictional detective Adam Dalgliesh. All right, Jeremy, there you go. You'll be doing it after me, so hopefully you'll get it better than I did. In 1940, American-born actor Bruce Lee was born. In 1942, Jimi Hendrix, American musician, was born. 1951, American director Kathryn Bigelow. In 1957, Caroline Kennedy, American attorney, author, and ambassador. And in 1960, Yulia Tymoshenko, Prime Minister of the Ukraine, was born. And the featured event, Nobel Prizes established in 1895 through the will drawn up by Alfred Bernard Nobel, the Swedish chemist, engineer, and industrialist who invented dynamite and other more powerful explosives. The Nobel Prizes were established on this day in 1895. 1895. Alfred Bernard Nobel invented dynamite and got a Peace Prize in his own name. Oh, I can give you that. I'll get you the temp in time. The bone machine has no bread machine. Yep, my mom says the bread recipe is all over the country plus Canada. It's really, really good bread. It really is. Speaking of bread.
This Week in History.
Revive Furniture and Home Decor. We make decorating easy. You should go over to their website today. They are having some big sales. It is Cyber Monday after all, and they're having there's like 40% off all their fall stuff that they have left. The place is decked out for Christmas. Oh my gosh. They're having quite a display of Christmas stuff. The place is decked out. You should see it. So go over to revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. They have a Shopify store where you can buy everything right there. It's quick, it's easy. And like I said, they're having a big sale. And it won't take long to get the stuff either. I mean, it comes quickly. So check them out. Go over to their Facebook page. They're going to be going live every day, I think around noontime. So if you're interested in any of the things that they do or that they have for sale, I think you should go over. And don't forget to tell them that Jimmy, your astute tourist, yours truly, sent you guys over to check them out. So speaking of swag, if anybody wants to pick up one of our awesome T-shirts and coffee mugs and any kinds of other stuff that we have, going over to our Teespring store. There's the link right there, and help support the channel. You can also go over to our Etsy store and pick up this awesome Cup of Joe live mug, which is a really good one. And then our PayPal store. So check all of that out. One thing we're going to be doing, we may be doing a giveaway here this month for Christmas. We may be promoting it all month long. I got to come up with something exactly. But if you're a channel member, we're also going to be setting you guys up with some member prizes for you guys just for being a member. So if you want to become a member of our channel, it's really easy. Just go over to our YouTube channel and hit the join button and pick which level of membership you want to have, and it's just that easy. And I will see your name there, and we'll go from there. But we're going to start to do some member stuff, and like I said, for Christmas we'll probably be doing the 12 days of Christmas or something. I don't know. We haven't come up with too much, but we'll come up with something so that you guys can get yourselves some well, I don't know if he actually got the Peace Prize for making dynamite. He's the guy that invented dynamite, so explosives, and then they named the Peace Prize after the guy. It just seems kind of weird. All right, we made a bunch of stuff, blow people up, destroy buildings, and wreak havoc on the planet. You're getting a prize for being such a peaceful guy. Good job. I used to make 12 loaves at a time and put them in the freezer. Did it all by hand, no machine. I'll tell you, the machine's nice. So the recipe that I gave Denise, it's for the bread machine, but you don't have to cook it in the bread machine. And I'll find out what temp and time to cook it. But this bread comes out really good. Like I was saying last week, when it first comes out of the oven, you slice it up and put a little melted butter, some sugar on it. Colleen actually bought cinnamon and brown sugar butter. And after this second loaf I made came out, she sliced it up that Wednesday evening when she got home, and it's so good. Oh my gosh. It's like a meal in itself, just this bread. It's really, really good. My mother has made this bread. John says, yeah, compared to what they give for it now, right? Didn't Obama give himself a Peace Prize? I want the Nobel Peace Prize. All right. I'm going to give it to myself. Like the Winchester House. Used to make by hand. Then later in life, no kids converted it for the bread machine. So we have, was telling you about this pan that we have. It's a proofing pan. Big metal pan. I'm telling you, you would love it. You got to make this bread, Denise. You really should. I mean, if you make a lot of bread and you like bread, maybe you should consider getting a bread machine. I don't know. Shirley, I'll send you the recipe if you'd like. We got to get, Mom, we got to figure out the temp and time if you did it by hand. What temp do you cook it on and for how long? Charlie's out of here. Have a safe day, and everybody catch you next time. All right, buddy. Thank you, my friend. I hope you have a good day today. What time is it? It is, we got 10 minutes left. All right, Shirley. I'm going to write that down. So I don't forget. We don't do raisin bread here. My wife does not like raisins. Oh, some with sliced olives. That sounds good. All right. Let's see. Did I email that to you, Denise? I think I emailed it to you, right? Oh, goodness. Or did I text it to you? I don't remember, but surely I'm going to... I think I emailed it. I'll definitely get that recipe over to you. Like I said, Mom... She has a recipe for it by hand. Well, is it different other than for the bread machine? I don't know. Shirley, do you have a bread machine? Yep, emailed. I just found it. Thank you. Do you have a bread machine, Shirley, or no? All right, Shirley. It's coming your way. Oh, ovens are good. I just sent you that. We still haven't got a time or temp, but You really should try this bread. I'm hyping it up, so I hope you all like it. It's really good. It's got sugar and eggs in it too. So it's like a yellow, really cakey kind of bread. Oh, you're welcome. Of course. I'm sharing. This is some of my family heritage, passing this around. John, you were spoiled in such wonderful ways. I'm sorry, John, I missed this one. At my great-grandmother's house, Monday was cookies and Wednesday was bread. She made so much stuff. Such good memories, right? Yeah. I have memories of cooking with my grandmother and going over there. My grandmother used to bake cakes and all kinds of stuff. Greek Easter bread, kinds of stuff. Just my grandparents on my father's side were cooks or bakers. Yeah, so good. So good having somebody who can cook. Law says, my oven is broken. Made my turkey in the crock pot. I bet that came out good. We love our crock pot. I use it for everything. Right? Nothing like the smell of Shirley's saying $3.50 for an hour. That's probably about right, Shirley. Nothing like the smell of baked goods. I get fat just from the smell. Yeah, me too, buddy. Yeah, it's either $3.25 or $3.50. Either one, I'm sure, would work fine. And then if you put it in for an hour, just keep an eye on it. You know it's done when you kind of tap the top and it's got like a thud. Bread aisle is your favorite spot in the grocery store. My mom said made 4 loaves every day back in the day, and she did too. That's no lie. She'd make this bread. She'd give it away. Everybody had Nanny's bread. Even my doctor would get a loaf of it, and then he would complain. He'd get a loaf and he'd bring it home, and his kids and his wife would eat the whole thing before he'd even have a chance to have any. So what would my mother do? She'd make him another loaf and bring it to the doctor. Everybody around this area has had the bread. And it's so good. Toasting it. Hot turkey sandwich. She says Nick has both recipes. That's my son. Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see. It's 5:56. Let's prepare for landing, folks. Don't forget to put your seat backs in your tray tables up into their up and lock positions as we prepare the cabin for landing. Mom says she made him too. 2 separate recipes, I'm guessing. But that's right. Put your seats up and your tray tables up as we prepare the cabin for a landing. Don't forget to have your seat belts clamped in, and the pilot has lit the seatbelt lights, so keep them on. And everybody come back from the toilets and sit down and lock yourselves in because we're coming in for a landing. I want to thank you all for coming in this morning. I apologize for not coming up because we were going to do a Thanksgiving show and I was going to do a Friday, but I couldn't barely talk. So, but I appreciate your understanding. Don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude, will definitely save your day. Make a difference in somebody's day today too. You know the routine. Pay something forward today. If you go to the drive-through, buy someone a coffee or a muffin or something. Telling you, it'll be Doctor by UFO. Right on. Now you've given me an earworm. It's going to stay in my head all day. You as well, Najuma. I hope you have a great day. But yeah, make a difference in somebody's day. You know, everybody has a story, and sometimes those stories are not good ones. That's right, Law. I love it. Be a good Samaritan. Smile at somebody's all you got to do. But pay it forward. Buy someone a coffee, something like that. Help somebody with their groceries. I tell you, if you see someone stranded on the road, to pull over and help them, but you never know these days. Sometimes that can be a ploy to do some sinister stuff. So I'm not going to promote that. But we can all make a difference in somebody's day with hardly even trying. So don't forget to thank a first responder, the men and ladies of the fire department, the police department, our EMS and healthcare workers, and of course, last but not least, our nurses. We love our nurses. The ladies and the gentlemen of the nursing profession, they're out there every day making those doctors look good. And they're the ones that are really taking good care of us. So when you're sick and you're in the hospital, you see the nurses every day, several times a day. How often do you see the doctor? You may not see him at all, or her. It's the nurses. They're the ones that keep it rolling. So we are much indebted to them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, stopping for help people, you can't do that anymore. Sometimes they'll do it on purpose. They pretend like they're broken down and they'll steal your car and your wallet and maybe even take your life. So let's not do that. And then last but not least, let's thank our veterans, the men and ladies of the armed forces, past, present, and future. Those folks are either on that proverbial wall every day protecting us, or they've been there. They've protected everything that I know and that I love, especially our freedoms and our liberties. They protect that flag right behind me, the red, white, and blue. Old Glory. Don't take your liberties and your freedoms for granted, folks. Don't take them for granted. You can lose them very quickly. Don't be complacent. Shirley, you're very welcome. Enjoy it. I hope you make it. If you make some of that bread, let me know. All right, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a good day, especially when you're trying to sleep, right, John? Just fell asleep. And then they come in and they go, hey, wake up. You got to take these pills. Wake up. You're supposed to get up and pee now. Doctor wants you to pee. Oh, gosh. Love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Hope you all have a good day. Have a good start of the week. I'm going to do my best to be back tomorrow. As long as I improve with my health, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Hit that like and share and comment on your way out if you haven't done so already. Appreciate you guys. I love you. Wishing you peace and love from deep down in my heart. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist. Peace out, guys. We'll see you later. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Have a good day.